Hello, this is a quick training for clerks on links and images. I'll quickly run you through things. Best practice and advanced use. So let's begin and look at images first. Select the image widget, which is generally, I've created a page on, as you can see from the screen grab. I've called it links and images, and you'll be able to find that online later. And essentially what I've done then is to add the image widget, and I'm choosing the first one in the three words where you see image again, and then image gallery. The second one is going to be removed shortly, but so use the top one, please. Okay, once I've done that, I've then gone ahead and used the normal select my image and given a caption. The caption is important because it adds the alt text automatically as you add the caption, so make sure you put a caption in, please. It's very useful from a compliance perspective. So what other controls do I have? Well, when I insert any widget, I am able to center align, which is the thing that we're seeing on the left there of that image that I put in. We are able to change the percentage of the page that it takes up. And then the plus symbol basically allows me to add more widgets. Below, I've shown the alignment control on the single image that I previously inserted, and it's left aligned, center aligned, and right aligned. And now, once I've done that, I look at how I created it. I've done two 50-50% images next door to each other, as you can see. I center align them, and then when I actually go and have a look at the page that I created, I find that my nav is on my left in this case, and then the rest of the page is made up of two 50% columns, and they're center aligned. So next would be dealing, so that's images, and we've got lots of flexibility there in the images and how we align them and what order they come in and things of that nature. So you can drag and drop these blocks around at will as you build the page out. So we wanted to add text, and we then wanted to turn some of the text into a hyperlink. So what I've done is to insert a paragraph above the two images in this case. I then filled in the details, typed some words because it's a what you see is what you get type paragraph widget, published it, and you can see some words above it. So the next thing I want to do is take some of those words, or in fact add some new words in my case, so that I can have a hyperlink or change some of that text in the paragraph to a hyperlink. So in this case, I've used this link to get more training. And essentially what you do within the paragraph widget, you'll find an icon that looks like a link. Select insert link. This little window will pop up, which is effectively your form to fill in, like many of the other features that are in the CMS, the content management system. So with that in mind, what do the four things mean? The URL is the destination. You know, when you click the link, where is it going to go? Usually it could be on the internet, it could be somewhere else on the site, it could be to a document. It's up to you really where you go, but basically the URL is the destination address that you're going to add. And one tip is to have a second tab open of your site if you're going to be browsing around the site, or have a second tab open to the back end so you can access the media library and find the image you want to open, doc you want to open, and allow you to view that within a web page. Why? Because it basically allows you then just to grab the URL, the address of that image, document, website very easily, and then just paste it into where it says URL. The text, well, that's the text that's displayed. In this case, we were saying let's use this link to get to more training into a hyperlink. And in fact, you know, as I had highlighted it before pressing insert link, that auto-filled the text for me. 9 times out of 10, the title will be the same as the text, especially if you're copying text, and it's just for another compliance thing. It's for usability, etc. Now the target really determines whether you are staying within the site. If you're staying within the site, then generally you can leave it blank or add _self. If you're going off-site, if you're going to a different website or something of that nature, or opening a document, I would suggest you insert _blank there, and that basically means the target will be a new tab on my browser. Good day. This example video simply shows how to add images to a web page that you'll be building, and then we'll add a paragraph and then put some text in the paragraph and turn that into a hyperlink. So let's start by first adding the images. I've opened the page up, and on that page you will see the name of the page and its description and keywords filled in. You'll notice this blue line here, which is the thing I use, or we use rather, to add widgets. So we just drop down and we're going to go ahead and add the image widget. You'll notice initially it comes out as 100% wide, so I'm going to have two images, so I'm going to make them 50-50. The other thing I'm going to do while I'm here is change the alignment to be center aligned. Okay. I'll just go ahead and add a second one, make it 50% again, and you now notice that they go next to each other. And of course, remember to set the alignment on both so they're the same. Next thing I do is go ahead and select the image by using the plus symbol as normal. That takes me to the media library. I browsed within the media library to what I want. I'll use this Cowson challenge image as I've done in the previous slides. I'll do that for both. Obviously, you can select whatever images you want, and the caption is important. It provides the alternate text and a description of the image below. So let's just get that in there. Excuse the typos. Okay, so we're kind of done there now. So I will go ahead and publish that page because I've already got my two images in. And let's have a look. What I will do is open a new tab up. Okay, and I know that it's links and images, so I'm going to need that in a second. Let's put that on the end there. And there I have my two images next door to each other with the alternate text and caption below them. Nice and easy. So I want a bit more than that. So what I'm going to do is add now a paragraph. And the paragraph comes out by default as 100%. I'm happy with that. To be honest, I would like it above the images, so I just drag and drop it above the images. Let's open that back up again. Well, no, first what I'll do, is I'll center align that text as well, or the paragraph. I can override that below, but for now I've done that. You can see now with the WYSIWYG, I can choose to add any words I wish. Okay, and let's go ahead and publish that as well. We'll come back to the page. I've published a new one. That's the old page, so I'll refresh the page, and there's the words that I added. Center aligned, two images, not looking too bad. The next part of what I want to do is to change or link to a different part, a different page somewhere maybe. So to do that, I maybe add some words. So use this link for more training. Okay. What I'll do is go ahead and highlight those words, and I'm going to use this icon here. So click, select insert link, and you'll notice a little form's appeared. It asks me for a URL. The text that I highlighted will be automatically inserted, then it looks for a title, but generally is the same as the text that's been entered. It's just another piece of compliance. And I can choose to use blank or self. Once you've done this once, it should be built into your browser. Blank means that I'm going to open a new tab in my browser. So in other words, when I click the link, rather than staying within the same tab on my browser, it will go ahead and open another one. And I normally do that for if I'm going off-site. So, but in this case, I'm going to go and I'll link to a different page on this site. So I'll select self. Now, I don't know which page to go to. I don't know the URL of that page yet. But you'll notice I already had an extra tab open with the website there. And I have my training link here, and I have my all training link there. What I can do now is grab the URL as I browsed to it already. Control C, I highlighted it, Control C on my keyboard, copy what I've just seen, and then come back and I can go ahead and paste that into the URL area as my URL. And I should press confirm, and then of course publish. So let's go ahead. I know that I'll need to go back here and not put it in there now. So let's just put it back in here for the moment so we can actually have a look at the page we've created. And there we have, I will add some, use this link for more training. And note when I use this link, I've stayed on the same tab, the URL changed, and I've gone to where I selected. And that's as simple as that, really. All that's how simple it is. We can add paragraphs, images, and we can create the layout of the page to look essentially as we want. In this case, I said it was some text followed by 2 images.